Hello and welcome everybody to the Lighthouse Effect, brought to you by It's About the Kids Incorporated. My name is Baldwin Hamilton Jr. and I'm here with a very special guest, a brother with his head on straight, and he's going to tell us about this financials real quick. His name is Mr. Kiante McFail.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, thank you, brothers, for coming to this great show and just allowing us to just tap into your head for knowledge, because this is just the bridging of the gap between brothers is really something that we need to improve on, and just unifying and just being able to just come to another brother and just ask for help even, because credit is something that I believe that everybody needs to be able to have an understanding of, and I feel like you can give us a great lift with knowing that knowledge. So once again, everybody, this is Kiante McFail, our great special guest for today. Mr. McFail, can you give us just a little background about you, brother? What you up to?
So as of right now, I'm a financial representative with Modern Woodman. We're a fraternal financial services organization. We were built for our community, so we do a lot in the community. We work with a lot of nonprofits. We work with local schools. Right now, I'm aiming to actually teach financial literacy and pretty much give it back to the community, because I know that's a big area that we kind of lack in, and just trying to be of a need to our community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We appreciate you, man. And just like something just really that stuck out about him and his company, it was just really just community based, and that's kind of what we're about as well. Just trying to get the community involved in what we're doing and seeing just how far the people want to take it. So just like we're talking today about credit, brother. How does an individual gain credit or even start credit? Because I know from just like a youth to a young adult, like this thing is something that is kind of hovering over our heads. But like there's all sorts of different information and stuff. Like just put us straight and let us know a little bit about credit. Like how can somebody, an individual, look to gain credit?
Yeah, so there's a couple of different things that you can do. Number one is simply just open a line of credit. Even if you got bad credit or okay credit, you can still open a line of credit. They have things out there that's like secured loans, secured credit cards. You can even request for someone that you know close to add you as an authorized user. That'll help you actually build your credit. You can also request for your payment history to actually be reported. So if you're paying your rent, utilities, things of that nature, you can actually go to them and say, hey, can you please report this to the credit bureau? And they may do it, they may not, but at the very least, you can definitely do that. You can open up a joint account, and then of course, just pay all your bills on time. That'll definitely help out. Okay. It just depends, because sometimes, there are some good credit cards that do come in the mail. At the end of the day, if you do get one of those credit cards that do come in the mail, I would do my research, see if it's beneficial. Because you don't want to just get, 10, 15, 20 credit cards and you don't use them, or it's the places that you don't even go to. But what I will say is that, once, if you have multiple credit cards, it's not like it's a curse. It's actually pretty beneficial because, one of the categories or topics that they kind of look at is the amounts that's owed on your credit card. So typically they want you to be under 30%. So let's say you have one card and you have a $5,000 limit and you're at $4,500. Well, you're over 30%. But let's say you have 3 cards that all have $5,000. Well, now you have a total of $15,000, but you're still at that $4,500, so you're under that threshold. So, having multiple cards is not necessarily, a curse, but it can be beneficial.
Okay. You just gotta do your research and know your numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. So that, audience, that just takes a lot of just discipline, I feel like, and just research. Like you said already, some of the work has to be done by you, but some opportunities will come your way. So it's just leveraging out, and I always try to take it to prayer and understanding exactly what am I getting myself into, because at the end of the day, it's a commitment that you're signing over with money. Okay. So I know when it comes down to buying things and just going in to actually make a transaction, credit really comes up when you have to get something big, such as a car, a house, different loans for different things. So how would you explain a credit score? Because I know it goes up to 800 something, and I know if you're down in the 600s, they're looking at you crazy.
Exactly. So at the very least, I mean, a credit score is just a 3-digit rating. It just lets the lender know, how likely you are to actually pay your debt back. And different lenders look at different criteria. But like you said, they consider poor credit to be, below 600 to at the very best between 800 and 850. And honestly, it's just a matter of just making sure that you pay your bills on time. Even if you think, hey, 1 month you're doing bad, you may not be able to pay your bills on time, you can actually just call them and they may have different options so that you won't, be past due or something like that.
Okay. So then, I know you talked about secured credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I know there's different incentives that come with different credit cards and things like that, but like, are there like, there's a really big like web, I feel like, of things that you can get into with getting into credit cards. So what is some advice on if somebody was shopping for maybe rewards or was trying to maybe find incentives, like what type of credit cards would they be looking for? Like would those be found on secured or something different like?
At the very, it comes down to research. There's a ton of different credit cards that are out there. You got the retail ones. In my eyes, if you go to, let's say Nike, for example, you're always purchasing something from Nike. You can look into getting a Nike credit card. Me, I will look at other credit cards where, one, I can get a little more of cash back on or maybe rewards. Like, for example, I have a credit card where if I pay my credit card bill with my credit card, I get free phone insurance. So I don't have to actually pay for phone insurance through the company, which is like $20. So not only am I getting cash back, but then I'm also getting the free phone insurance. So that's about $20 every month that I'm saving that I can put in different areas.
Okay. So even like with just being exposed to different opportunities, it can open up an opportunity to get a specialized card for something.
Exactly, and once you start looking at like there's a ton of different benefits. Not only do you have the cash back, you have the rewards, but they have like purchase protection where if you do purchase something and you want to take it back, but it's outside the threshold of like the 30-day period. There are certain cards out there where you can actually call your credit card company, and you can they'll have like different options for you at that point so that you can get your money back. So it's just a matter of what a person will be looking for.
Okay. So we've covered basically what credit is, credit score, and also just different rewards and things that come with credit. So Mr. McFail, is there any just like other just advice that's on top of your head that might just flow along with credit and just like allow them to maybe make a better decision with these?
So the biggest tip for me, because I know there's a lot of people that, they're scared of using credit cards because they're scared of, okay, well, I may just continue to use it without paying it back. So what I do, I have, 2 different checking accounts where if I do charge something to my credit card, my main account, I just Zelle it over to my other checking account that's totally separate from the bank that I'm currently banking with. So that's kind of how I go about it, just to make sure, if I go charge $100, I move it from my main account to my other account, and I use that other account to pay off my credit card. So that's like the biggest tip that I can say.
That's what's up. I'm really feeling that because even like in our community, like getting a bank account is something that a lot of people need to make a step on. And so just like you're saying, like it's just like you have to take these steps and do your research before you move. Because before we go, is there any nuggets or anything that would want to pass to the next brother or sister out there that may need just something to push them to the next level, like something that helped you go from maybe square 1 to square 2, or even beyond that 5, 6 squares, just to get to the man that, because you're a polished man. I want to just give somebody or a youth or somebody a tip that will be able to help them be more polished or just more about their business or discipline.
At the end of the day, it just comes down to what's your why. Me getting married, having a daughter, that changed everything. So, I wanted to become something different. So at the very end, I would say, just find out your why, find out what you're passionate about, and then just take control of it from there. Don't be scared. Jump out on faith, pray, of course, and just go for it.
Yes, sir. I'll take that advice. Hey, don't be scared. Take the leap out on faith, and we're going to make it to the next level together. Hey, we love you and there's nothing you can do about it. My name is Baldwin Hamilton Jr. and you're watching the Lighthouse Effect. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a blessed day.
You can reach us on all social media platforms at It's About the Kids or online at www.itsaboutthekids.org.
It's all good in our hood.
Mentor a child and save a life.
Like, comment, subscribe.